Hey everybody, Noble Comics here, and we're going over the most recent comic drama. If you've been on Twitter and you follow this kind of stuff, you've undoubtedly seen it. So, if you guys don't know who J. Scott Campbell is, he's a comic artist, very famous cover artist mostly, mostly known for his attractive women that he draws, been doing it for decades. Super popular guy, super talented guy is the thing. A legend as far as, that kind of art goes. And over the past, 5-6 years, he's always, every now and again, gets attacked by some Twitter psychos over his unrealistic depiction of women and all that stuff. And someone will try and fix his art. It happened, I think, last year. Something like this happened. It happened again just recently. And then he replied to it. So you had his original image, which is this iconic Spider-Man cover, Mary Jane sitting here. Of course, looking attractive and everything, because that's his style, the attractive women. But somebody took offense to it on Twitter and nerfed the drawing, basically. Because that's kind of how comic art is viewed today. The way the industry is moving is attractiveness is bad. You saw them do it with She-Hulk, turned her into basically the Hulk, took away all the femininity, got rid of it. Captain Marvel, same thing. And they've just kind of been doing this for either turning all of the women into women who look like men, or if they are women, they're just lesbians, and that's it. They want to cut off all the sexuality, anything that has to do with men. They just cut it off. That's the plan. But this time, Campbell actually replied, and he did a fix of the fix, and we're going to go over that here. So, it's on Instagram, basically going over the whole thing. If you want to pause it and read it all, you can. But, yeah, so this was the new version of his original cover. You can see some stark changes there. And he goes over everything wrong with it. The forearm's wrong, the boring sitting position, the wrong anatomy there. And then here, which is the main thing that this person probably was trying to do, they got rid of the cleavage, they got rid of the, form-fitting shirt. That, he points out there, now it looks like more of like a swimsuit top, like a one-piece swimsuit, to where there's no wrinkles, no nothing, no indentation of anything, which is also not how clothes work. Just going over everything that went wrong with it. Then he provides his fix of that fix. A little bit more emotion with the sitting, a little bit more emotion in the face, adding some boobs back to the clothing, adding some cleavage. But, making it a little bit more tasteful, I guess. But still more realistic than, what's going on here. And, you can't deny his fix of their fix looks a lot better. But, of course, he's a professional, and this person's just a chump who hates sexuality. But the main point of all this, and the whole Twitter fight that happened about this, it wasn't just about redoing the art, which fixing another artist's art is just tacky and rude because everybody has their own style and everyone has their own preference. It's never a cool thing to do. But also, the people who do these kind of fixes just don't understand comic books. They always talk about how sexualized the women are and how everything is hypersexualized and it's an unrealistic standard for women. And it's like, yes, on one hand, yes, that's the whole point. It's comic books. Everybody is supposed to be an idealized form. Everybody is supposed to look attractive. And two, the thing that people have been pointing out but no one ever seems to listen to is it's not a one-way thing. It's not like women are sexualized in comics and the men aren't. Even right here, Spider-Man wears a completely, form-fitting suit. Every single muscle of Spider-Man is visible. Like, is that not unrealistic for guys? Do you think you should be able to see, like, a rippling six-pack through a regular shirt that we wear? Obviously, that's not realistic either, but it's just an ideal portrayal. It always makes me think of this meme here, and I feel like this sums it up. When it comes to this kind of body image thing, women it just gets under their skin so much more than guys. Yeah, Barbie here, oh, you can't have Barbie because unrealistic depiction for women. How are they supposed to look that good? Meanwhile, thousands and thousands of kids grew up watching He-Man thinking, oh man, he looks awesome. Without having your self-esteem hurt. Yeah, I am never going to look like that. That's still awesome, though. I don't get why it bothers women so much. Like, here's the thing, too. Nobody expects you to look like that. And nobody expects me to look like that. It's stylized. It's a comic book. That's the whole point. And then, yeah, also with this point of that's just the genre. That's just the medium. Superman just got out of his suit. Every single muscle was like his clothes are just painted onto his skin. Obviously unrealistic depiction. Batman, same thing. Obviously unrealistic depiction. And then Miss Marvel, obviously unrealistic depiction. But out of these three, only one of these characters no longer exists. Yeah, this Miss Marvel no longer exists. Captain Marvel's the new Marvel. It's the new look, and she looks terrible. And then you have Miss Marvel, like Kamala Khan, who also looks terrible. But these other guys, that's fine. Doesn't matter at all. Just the pointlessness of it all. Not only, being a dick, trying to fix quote-unquote, somebody's work because you're offended by any type of exaggeration or sexuality. Just some losers on Twitter, but also just completely misunderstanding comic books as a whole. Yeah, it's just this. Come on. Well, that's basically the drama for you guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.